Every household will get £400 off their energy bill with extra cash for the most vulnerable in society. The Chancellor unveils his plan to combat the cost of living crisis.
The support kicks in this autumn when bills are expected to soar again. I'll have all the details on exactly what's been announced and who's eligible. But there's a warning energy costs will remain high well into next year.
Front page of the Daily Mirror. Many newspapers you'll see lead on the unveiling of the Chancellor's multi-billion-pound financial package to help families with the rising cost of living. About time, Rishi is the Mirror's headline. The paper calls the move a spectacular U-turn. It says it comes after 5 months after the Labour Party began calling for a windfall tax.
BBC World News, the corporation's international TV news service and the one you're watching right now, is to be merged with its domestic sister channel. It's one of a series of money-saving changes announced by the BBC's Director General, Tim Davie. He said the new single TV channel would maintain the ability to divide its broadcasts depending on news developments in the UK and abroad.
The I marks the cost of living package announcement with the headline, every home to get £400 cuts in energy bills. The Express reads, Rishi's £1,200 boost for £8 million. The Telegraph leads with Mr Sunak's claim that the Tories are now a party of big spending and generosity. Similarly, the Mail calls the plan a splurge, but also asks when will the Tories get back to cutting tax. The Mirror says it's about time, Rishi, saying it comes 5 months after Labour demanded that windfall tax. The Guardian says Mr Sunak finally bowed to months of pressure over the cost of living crisis after a bruising week for the government. The Times says the Tories are split on the tax and spending bonanza, while the Financial Times says North Sea oil and gas operators think the windfall tax is a multi-year assault on their profits that will drive away investors and cut production.
Now, The Times reports the news that the Crown Prosecution Service has confirmed that the actor Kevin Spacey is to be charged with sexual assault against 3 men in the UK. 5 charges are being brought against the 62-year-old following complaints dating between 2005 and 2013.
Telegraph reads, fears for Chippies as ministers prepare to ban Russian fish is one of the headlines. Newspaper says ministers are preparing to hit Russian seafood imports with trade tariffs, all part of a new wave of sanctions following its invasion of Ukraine.
And many of today's papers, including The Guardian, have this picture of all 4 members of ABBA arriving for the first performance of a virtual show in London last night. Our entertainment correspondent Colin Patterson was there too, so he'll bring you all up to date with what it was like around 7:20 in an hour.
And just to avoid any confusion, that was a picture of the real ABBA.
Not the avatars.
Not the avatars, because the avatars on stage, but the real people were in the audience for the first time. I think they were the first time they were together as a foursome for a very long time.
Yeah, because the women are no longer doing media interviews, are they?
And even when I think they did their recent recordings, I think they were sort of recorded separately. There was some business around that.